Alright guys, welcome back to the Double Effect, where you got your two best friends kicking it back, talking. You got your host, Jose.
Lewis. I need to clear my throat.
It's alright. Yeah, baby! Alright, bet, man. So, welcome back, like I said. This is our second episode. Let's get to it.
So, today is the NBA draft, 2019 NBA draft. It's on right now. It's 7:03, so the draft is under the way right now. I'm going to keep my phone on me.
Just to see what's going on.
Just to see who gets drafted. But right before the draft, before we know anything, we're going to do a couple predictions just to see who lands where.
Yeah, just real quick.
I think it's really... This year is like for me, my problem with the draft is every year, I swear everybody's going to do good.
Like, they really do. And then last minute, hey, I'll give you 8 for 27. Like, okay, I guess. Like,
before we make our predictions, I think just one trade has happened so far.
Yeah,
the New Orleans Pelicans have traded the number 4 pick to the Atlanta Hawks in return for the number 8, 17, and 35. So what that tells me is they didn't care for the number 4 pick. They just want to surround Zion with good role players. Well, maybe not. Eight is not a role player. That's a lottery pick.
That's a lottery pick. Get buckets. They're gonna make it. I'm telling you, they're gonna make it to the playoffs. If the Spurs don't get that last slot,
right,
it's the Pelicans. I promise.
The Pelicans?
It's the Pelican spot. I'm saying it right now. They will be the 8th seed in the West.
I think the Spurs experience will take them over and leave them at the 7 or 8. But I think there's a team that's going to drop out of the race for the playoffs. I don't know who exactly.
I don't want to say it's OKC.
Weird, bold prediction. I don't know if the Warriors are going to make the playoffs without KD and Clay.
So, I've been thinking about that the last couple days, and I feel bad for Steph, bro. Like, I know he has decent role players, but like those guys come and do what they need to do when you have these 3 all-stars.
When you have a 3-headed monster in Curry, KD, and Clay, those role players then play their role. But when you ask them to go outside, play outside of their role, I don't think it's going to work. The Warriors generally, this is weird and crazy to say, but they might miss the playoffs. Besides the Warriors, let's get right into
the draft.
I guess these are my predictions, and then you can just tweak them in whatever you feel like.
Yeah, so the first pick that the Pelicans have...
of the draft. Is definitely towards... It's Zion Williamson. There's no doubt. Any second now he'll be confirmed.
Picked up, like, literally, as we speak. Who else?
Number 2, I got John Morant. Point guard, John Morant. This trade, the trade that just recently happened, the Utah Jazz went ahead and traded Grayson Allen, Kyle Korver, Jay Crowder, and I think a future first rounder for Mike Conley.
And I think the 35th pick. I think so as well.
Yeah?
Yeah. So...
What does that tell you about the Jazz?
That's what I was just about to bring up, bro.
Ready.
So
they want
Donovan Mitchell is aggressive. Like, he plays to win. Like, he's a dog, bro. Yeah, the Warriors aren't making it to the playoffs, bro. The Warriors aren't making it to the playoffs.
You think
the Pelicans, the Utah Jazz have already been a playoff caliber team,
50-win team for like 2-3 seasons now.
They're gonna be even more now. Like, they're gonna win at least 54.
Whoa, 53? That's what the Lakers are predicted at 54.
I think the Lakers, I feel like LeBron is cool with 50, 51, 52.
Oh, he's
cruising.
If he gets in the playoffs, I don't care where
I don't care who you are. Yeah, I don't care where LeBron could be the 8th seed and fucking have a fucking wheelchair on his fucking starting lineup. He's making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Me and you out there, and we're good to go.
We could be wing players, bro. I could play the 2, you could play the 3, and we're still making it to the NBA Finals with LeBron James on the team. But
to me, the Jazz are making a push. I don't know necessarily if it's a championship team, but they're making a push to get deep in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They exited with the first round this year, and 2 years ago they took out the Thunder in the first round. So it's a team full of potential, defensive potential. Mike Conley's a solid player.
I love OKC.
He's an all-star player. He's one of the most underrated players in the league.
He's always been underrated, bro.
Yeah, and putting Mike Conley at that 1, it leaves room for Donovan Mitchell to do what he does best, put the ball in the bucket. He doesn't have to take, full responsibility of the point guard role. He doesn't have to do as much playmaking because you have a capable point guard now. Not that Ricky Rubio was not a capable point guard.
Ricky Rubio is...
He's a solid point guard.
He's a solid point, but he's like an old school point guard where it's like, I facilitate the ball. I need the ball in my hand so I can facilitate.
Mike Conley
is a bucket.
And pass, and he can play decent, pretty good defense.
Yeah.
That means Ricky Rubio's gonna walk, because he's a free agent this year, and that frees up $22 million on the cap space.
Come to the Knicks, dish the ball to RJ. Yikes!
At this point, you're pulling for anyone to come to the Knicks.
I will take Derrick Rose back.
Right.
Okay.
Well, speaking of the Knicks, number 3
So
pick.
number 3 pick
is RJ Barrett.
Oh my god.
If the Knicks go any other direction, they're gonna regret it.
So you guys are gonna see my reactions on if the Knicks mess this up. Okay.
Right. Anytime.
Because
I'm keeping up.
Other than Porzingis, I knew none of us really knew the true potential of Porzingis when we drafted him. But this is probably the best pick we've had in years.
And it's your second option, because your number 1 option was Zion. And as your second option, RJ Barrett is still going to be
solid.
Such a solid player.
Solid. Like I can see him scoring the ball like how James Harden scores the ball.
Yeah, there's a lot of comparisons to James Harden.
And he's a lefty as well. Like he will develop, and it's going to get scary.
He just needs to develop a consistent jump shot, which he can do. I have no doubt.
Which he eventually can do. I feel like he should talk. Like ask him, see what's up, but do workouts, whatever he can. But
so now that this trade between the Pelicans and the Hawks has happened, the number 4 pick that I predicted was Jarrett Culver out of Texas Tech. Okay. He's a sophomore shooting guard coming out of Texas Tech. They were just in the championship final game, right?
Yeah.
They lost. But Jarrett Culver's a solid player.
Wasn't
he's
it the first time they ever made it?
He's willing to. I think it was.
Yeah, they were underdogs, man. They really came up and fought, bro.
No, yeah, a lot of people didn't have them making it to the championship.
I think everybody's bracket, busted.
After Duke lost.
After Duke is like,
yeah. And
I'm out of here.
Yep. But now that the Hawks have this pick, I'm not sure exactly what direction they're going to take it. Because they can go a Jarrett Culver route and put him at the 2. But I forgot this kid's name. He on the Atlanta Hawks, he's a shooting guard. He wears number 3, and he did the jersey swap with Dwayne Wade. His name is Kevin Herter or something. He's a solid shooter, but I think they can go 2 routes. They can go Jarrett Culver, or they can go DeAndre Hunter out of Virginia. DeAndre Hunter is a perfect 3-and-D player, and it's a perfect plug-in, for the Hawks. Okay. But
I think
Jarrett Culver can also be a very good fit.
I feel like the league is really, if you aren't like an Anthony Davis as a big man, I feel like they're really trying to focus right now on the backcourt. Like what you have as your 1 and 2 punch right now.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like Culver.
And I think Culver will be that scoring option. He'll come and give you 15 as a rookie, and he can develop from there. But then DeAndre Hunter, on the other hand, he's a defensive stud. That man can play defense all day. Well, they won the championship. Yeah. A big part of it was his defense and his willingness to get down and to be part of the grit and grind. Yeah. Oh, now that I say grit and grind, rest in peace to the grit and grind era of the Memphis Grizzlies, if you remember. Yep. Grit and grind is completely over.
Completely over.
Marc Gasol
is a champ.
Marc Gasol's a champ. Marc Gasol's gone from the Grizzlies. Yeah. Zach Randolph's gone. Rudy Gay is gone. Tony Allen's gone.
Neither here nor there.
So just real quick,
Tony Allen.
Grit and grind was great.
Bro,
the era's over.
That guy defensively was crazy. That guy was a stud.
Continuing, the number 5 pick
for Cleveland.
For Cleveland, for them it's a little difficult because, for me, the best player, if the draft goes the way I predicted it, if it goes the way the best player available is still Darius Garland.
Knowing my Knicks, I don't know.
Knowing Knicks, well, if your Knicks go ahead and go the Darius Garland route and decide to ship out Frank Ntilikina and forget about that and start with a new point guard, even though they have Dennis Smith Jr.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think we have to worry about that. As dysfunctional as the Knicks are, I think we'll be good. And absolutely, without a doubt, RJ Barrett's going to the Knicks. But in terms of the Cleveland Cavaliers, they can't really go another point guard route because they already have Colin Sexton, the young bull.
Yeah.
He's
a very passionate kid.
And he developed a lot. Towards the end of the season, he was dropping 28 games.
Yeah.
He was averaging 20 points a game towards the end of it. And I think those top 5 picks, I mean, the top 3 to me, without a doubt, are cemented. Those are the top 3 picks. This is one of those weird drafts where like you get to 4 and 5 and you're not exactly sure where they're going to go. For me, the past few drafts, 4 and 5, 4 and 5, you kind of still have a strong grasp as to who's going where. But with that trade, it kind of throws it off a bit.
Yeah.
And not only that, but at number 5,
it was the last second trade too, where it just
yeah. At number 5, to me, without a doubt, if Darius Garland is still on the board, he's the best player available. He's better. He's a better player than DeAndre Hunter, but because of the Cavaliers' needs, to add talent, it's best for them to go the DeAndre Hunter route.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now that you got out what you wanted out of your Knicks, my Orlando Magic picking at 16. The playoffs was a blessing and a curse. I'm grateful, right? I'm grateful.
They did the thing.
I'm grateful we went to the playoffs. I'm glad I was able to attend my first playoff game ever.
I saw that.
We played a really good game. Towards the end, we lost it. I think it was due to lack of experience. Game 3 of the first round against the Toronto Raptors, the eventual NBA champions. True. So we lost to the champions. I'm not that mad. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
I didn't think we were ever going to beat them, but the DJ Augustine game and some Filas bust in Toronto's butt. That was great. But back to the draft, I think if Bol is available, the center out of Oregon, 7'2", can put the ball on the floor, can shoot from 3. The only thing that's in question is his health.
You know who y'all should draft?
Who?
You know who I'm about to say.
If we take Taco Fall, at 16, that's such a ridiculous prediction. It's not gonna happen. This is so stupid.
Yo, Taco Fall's in the first round, bro. Watch. I believe in you.
Taco Fall is top 30 player in the country out of college. No way. He's going like 55. He's going like 55. There's no way. So here's my case for Bol.
You see the video of him like getting rebounds? Nobody could get the rebound. He's so damn tall, bro. He blocked Zion though. He didn't let him dunk on him.
They were a layup away from beating the best team in the country.
Bro, draft him.
No, we're not drafting Bobo. That's ridiculous. I mean, we are drafting Bobo. We're not drafting Taco Fall. But my case for the Magic taking Bobo at 16 is the ridiculous length and defensive potential the Magic will have with Bobo on. I don't expect Bobo to start. We'll still have Vucevic at the 4 or the 5, depending how they want to play Mo Bamba.
Yeah.
But in the future, Vucevic is eventually going to leave.
Okay.
If we resign him this year, which I think we should, if we resign him, eventually we're going to have to move him because I don't think he's going to be able to keep that all-star level production for long. He'll have maybe a year or 2 left in him. But
how old is he? Like
I think
27?
He's reaching the 30s. Okay. But he's one of those players where I think he'll have his good years, but he's not going to be an elite player that is an elite player in the 30s, you know? I don't think that's going to happen. So yeah. I think Jonathan Isaac at the 3, 6'10", a KD waiting to happen. He's a KD waiting to happen. He's 6'10" with a ridiculous 7'2" wingspan. So he has good length, good size at the 3. Actually, great size at the 3. Great defensive potential. He can put the ball on the floor. He can shoot. He shoots well from the free throw.
Yeah.
Jonathan Isaac is, mark my word, he's averaging at least 15 this year. And if he doesn't, we're going to have to start questioning whether we have to ship him out or not because it's taken a bit to develop.
Yeah.
So, right. Aaron Gordon at the 4 or Bobo at the 4, depending how Bobo develops. If Bobo can develop into a solid player, because he's considered the second unicorn in this draft. The first unicorn is Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson is a phenom. You know, he's a freak. He's a phenomenon within himself. He's a once in a generation athlete. And then you have Bobo. Bobo's more of a freak because of his skill set.
Yeah.
He's 7'2", but he can shoot. He can put the ball on the floor. So I think taking Bobo, it's a risk, but also I think it's a risk that has high reward.
High reward.
And maybe it's not so much a risk because I don't think we're going to make the playoffs this year. It's not like
You don't think so?
No.
In the East, no?
No.
Well, I don't know. Al Horford might not go to the Celtics. Kyrie's definitely not signing back with the Celtics. Kuzma wants to, throw some eyeballs like this and kind of say subliminally like Kyrie's probably going to the Lakers. I don't fucking know.
On top of that, he put his profile picture
as
him and
Kyrie
post
like this.
and Kyrie defending him.
So I don't know.
That's weird, but he could be trolling. NBA players troll all the time.
And then the Nets, D'Lo, you out of D'Lo. I don't want you out of the Nets. I really don't. I want him to stay there, do his thing. But if Kyrie don't go to the Nets, I don't know, man. I feel like there's a lot of room in
the draft not started yet.
It's probably like a bunch of like.
It's 7-18, and I'm trying to see just who got picked already. Nothing's happened yet. I guess it takes a bit. I don't know, but I'm just so excited to see what the Knicks do.
Yo, shut up! Yo. Oh my gosh.
Here's a nice little
let's talk about
a nice little story that my mom sent to me randomly, probably like a couple hours ago, about Golga, bro. I don't want to butcher his name. Botadze.
Yeah, Botadze.
He's a European center from the Republic of Georgia, and
that kid, bro.
He received the short end of the stick, and unfortunately, during his media time, he was paired alongside Zion Williamson.
Bro.
And there's a picture of him looking over to Zion's table, surrounded by press, surrounded by media members, and he has no one around him.
No one is talking to him.
Not
He's literally
one
just
player's-
sitting there like this,
like it's a rough sight to see. Not only is it like hard to see, but it also
I'm glad you're bringing this
it's
up,
a
bro.
giant it's a big indicator of how big Zion is. He is the biggest prospect since LeBron James.
Since LeBron. People used to say, like, people were saying Ben Simmons, but nah, like.
No, Zion's bigger, man.
Yeah, 100%.
The Shannon Sharp made a good point. He said there's 3 players that have received like as much attention as Zion is right now, or 2 other ones. He said Magic Johnson and LeBron James, as well as Zion Williamson. And those 2 players are just the people that have received the most hype out of high school.
Yeah.
I mean, out of college or high school for LeBron.
Yeah.
Draft prospects. And just the story of Goga, like, after my mom mentions him, I was familiar with his name. Just because I've done my research, and he's projected to be a top 20 pick, maybe even a lottery pick. So that just goes to show how big Zion is for the media members to essentially neglect and ignore a potential lottery pick.
So this is how I feel about it. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but listen, man.
Go ahead.
When I saw that picture, Leslie sent it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the picture, and I looked at it. I just kept looking at it, and I'm just like, I want that kid to succeed so bad.
Yeah.
I want that
Absolutely.
kid to wear that.
It's annoying how
Right
dark it is in
here.
here.
Yeah.
That's okay. We keep going.
I want him to wear that, like right here
Yeah.
on his shoulder. Wear that chip and like, okay, you guys aren't paying attention to me right now.
Yep. And he
Okay.
has solid potential, man. He's a typical
good.
European big
good.
man. He
Yeah.
can shoot. He can roll off
Can
the
spread
screen
the
good.
floor.
He has potential. Like he has good potential to shot block because he has good size. He's like
Exactly.
6'11", I think, was a 7 foot plus wingspan.
Yeah.
And I think that's just going to be a big fuel for him.
It is, and I hope he like.
There's stars that, like NBA players
I
that have
hope he
reached out
feeds
to
off
him.
that. Yeah.
On Twitter, I think Dwayne Wade was like, "This should be fuel." Bam Adebayo this should be fuel, and a few other players mentioned like this should absolutely fuel him.
Yeah.
And I think he's one of those stories that if he really like focuses on just letting that fuel him, maybe he can be like a ridiculously amazing player. You know?
I really
Well,
hope
maybe
so.
not necessarily ridiculously amazing player, but he'll be a solid player.
I want him to do great.
You know?
I want him to be great because
He's a mix of.
oh my gosh.
He reminds me of a mix of Nikola Jokic
Yeah.
and Enes Kanter.
Okay.
Skilled big man,
Okay.
has some court vision,
Yeah.
but athletically they're not necessarily there. So they make up for their lack of athleticism in skill.
Gotcha.
So that I think Goga should use that as a big
fuel,
fuel.
man.
Yeah.
Where is it a chip?
Yeah.
I love you. We're gonna have to take a pause. Leslie called me twice.
Oh, okay.
Pause it real quick.
Pause.
So the next topic is Chris Paul's trade. Like, I don't understand what the media is doing. I'm getting kind of frustrated. Is he not getting traded? Is he getting traded? He commented under.
Let's break it down. Let's break it down. So, media, there's media outlets that report Chris Paul is demanding a trade. Chris Paul is demanding a trade because after the Warriors lost, he had whatever disagreement with James Harden, whatever it may be, and he said, "Yeah, we'll get to Skip in a bit. 1 second, we'll get to Skip." So he goes, "You either decide between me or James Harden. You trade one of us," which is a ridiculous statement to even say. Chris Paul is like a bit of a bonehead and stubborn, but he's not dumb enough to be like, pick me or James Harden. They're going to pick James Harden. So that was the first. Fishy thing, right? The first fishy thing is like supposedly he said to choose between him and James Harden, which is weird. They're obviously going to choose James Harden, and then right that media comes that post is made. Yeah. Everybody's like, "Yo, the Rockets are looking to move Chris Paul." And
all this nonsense.
Trade scenarios come out. The trade scenarios don't even matter at this point because it comes out. Chris Paul comments under a post and he goes, "Damn, that's news to me."
Like,
so the whole time we were led to believe that Chris Paul
is gonna go. Like he's leaving, he's gonna get traded. He's gonna go somewhere.
And it turns out to be false, right? And that just led me to think like, yo, did they not like try to like verify this?
I don't know,
because man. I understand that sometimes look, you have your sources within the
media
league, right?
In the summer, man.
In the media, you have your sources within the league, right? You have sources within every team, and sometimes they give you good information. You leak information early, and it turns out to be true.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you should kind of be held accountable to not spread misinformation like this.
Yeah.
Everybody thought Chris Paul was on the move.
Everyone did. That's why I appreciate what NBA, like any athletes now too, like even in the NFL, like
for
these athletes are like standing up for themselves. Like, yo, I don't know where you're basically saying they don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Like the media is just getting kind of wild.
And then some media members take it to the extreme. In this case, it's Skip Bayless.
Yo,
Skip Bayless on Undisputed. He's talking about this Chris Paul and he's demanding a trade. And he's reading some random Twitter thread of some random guy, and the Twitter thread says this: Chris Paul is getting traded because of the unsalvageable relationship between him and James Harden. An example of this, I'm paraphrasing, but
he makes fun of James Harden.
Wait. The tweet says, "They have been in altercations where Chris Paul makes fun of James Harden's man boobs, and James Harden has left practice twice crying."
Like, shut up! What? That doesn't make sense,
bro. Skip
is like, yeah, like this is why he's leaving.
Bro, he goes. In that, when you take it too far. And I'm like, okay, Skip. Do you really believe that two grown men are bickering at each other? And Chris Paul,
that's why you got man teeth.
Chris Paul goes, "You got man boobs," and James Harden puts his head down and walks away.
Like, no one does that. Yo, like you grown, like
bro. Skip Bayless. I don't know why he thought that was true, and I don't know why Shannon did not just kind of like give it a little bit of thought.
Like maybe.
And Shannon would have been like, "Yeah, that's probably not true at all.
It's probably nonsense. You're speaking to."
Oh yeah. Dude, another case of the media just saying whatever.
Yo, vomit in the mouth.
Supposedly, on Twitter, it was tweeted out that Kyrie Irving and some Nets players, including one of them being Alan Williams and some others, were, I think, at a nightclub.
Apparently, they're like,
they were spotted at a nightclub hanging out together. Like, because, like, as if that's supposed to mean something when NBA players hang out with each other
all the time.
They're coworkers.
Yeah.
You know, they're professionals. They're the best at they're the very best in the world at basketball. Obviously, they're gonna get along with each other, right?
Yeah.
But then they take that and they say, "Oh, that means Kyrie's going to the Nets." And then Alan Williams under the post goes, "Nope, he was not with me."
Was it with me? So then who were you with?
Exactly.
Was Kyrie even there?
What if it's just a story completely made up just to make news?
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what I find frustrating.
Weird, and it's
Obviously,
annoying.
we don't know the exact truth.
Yeah.
They could have been told like, "Yo, this is absolutely true," but at the same time, they should be held accountable for this like misinformation that's spread.
Exactly, because people are like, kind of relying on this media, like, oh yeah, like.
But I love that.
Bet.
Yeah, I love that.
Especially for like Nets fans, like.
Oh yeah, the
Nets
Nets fans are like,
oh yeah, like
yep.
Kyrie's coming, yeah.
And the Rockets fans are like, "Yo, we're losing CP3."
Yeah, like they're like, damn, we're about to lose CP3.
Yup.
Like, are we really gonna do anything? I know James Harden can still do it by himself, but like, I don't know.
I love, like you said, I love that NBA players can now clear up lies.
Exactly.
They're not afraid to go on
They can vouch
Twitter.
for themselves.
They're not afraid to go
And
on
it's
Twitter.
hilarious.
It's really funny because the media just looks stupid at
They're
that
like, fucking Max Kellerman.
point. Max Kellerman's. For another episode, we let that man be. Max Kellerman's a weird guy.
He's funny, man. Just
bro,
stick to boxing.
I heard that Kawhi Leonard is looking to re-sign a 1-year deal with the Raptors with a player option.
So I see what he's doing with the player option, but getting 1 year, I actually kind of want him to do that. Because I kind of want to see what he's made of. Can he do it again?
To go at it again.
Yeah, can he do it again? Can he be
Kawhi again?
Kawhi? Can he be the Claw? Can he be the king of the East again?
The North.
Yeah, we the North. Like, can he be that guy?
Yeah. I think it's
I don't.
part of me just wants him to go to the Clippers just so that LA rivalry can be ridiculous.
Yeah, like it's
You
just,
got Kawhi and whatever superstar signs there.
if Patrick Beverly
They
re-signs,
have 2 max spots, so they're probably gonna
Yeah.
Yo, Pat Beverly's making. He's such a smart player in how he moves, man.
it doesn't make any sense.
The free agency thing, like he's meeting with 5 different teams before he even meets with the Clippers. He moves about it so smart.
Yeah.
Any team can use Pat Beverly. No matter what team you are, if you get Pat Beverly your team, you're instantly a better defensive team. He's such a dog on the court. He got into KD's head. I mean, not that it's hard. It's not hard to get in KD's head.
Yeah, it's not.
But for you to like throw his game off was that's impressive.
And he's such an undersized player where it's like
he's like my height. He's like 6 foot.
yo, like literally, he got KD to the point where he would he made KD like put the ball down, where like lower.
Yes.
And it's like, yo, I'm gonna swing at that. Like, what are you doing?
Yo.
Instead of just popping up, boom, dude, you're 7-1. Like, what are you doing? Just grab the ball, shoot it. He's not gonna block you.
So with Pat Beverly and Kawhi defending you, what are you gonna do? So yeah, part of me wants Kawhi to go to the Clippers.
Yeah.
But then I want to see, like you said, I want to see if he can do it again.
I want to see if he can do it again.
Because Kawhi, wait, you explain it. Why do you want to see him in the finals?
Bro, so honestly, I want the Raptors to go again, man. I want to do that 1-year deal, but ultimately, I just want LeBron James freaking bang on him, bro. Oh my god.
Get revenge.
LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And Marc Gasol's gonna get dunked on if he stays by Anthony Davis in a lob. Like, he's just gonna throw it up. Yo.
You're so tight.
Yo, oh my god.
You really want to see Kawhi get beat by LeBron, huh?
Yes, because then Kawhi's gonna be like, yeah, I should just join the league. And freaking leave.
I'm
God, leave, bro.
So either he goes to Toronto or he goes to the Clippers.
Which, I mean, the Clippers would
Either
be a
way,
good fit.
I think it's a good fit.
Yeah, either way, it's a great fit. I just feel like they'll definitely need those pieces again.
And then that player option is smart. Because if he wins a championship, I'll give it one more go. Why not try to go for a 3-peat or some crazy thing like that? I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Lakers are winning the championship next year.
Yeah, there's something called
it's
King,
something that's possible.
Healthy King James off of a play, like
off of doubt.
Like sitting like this, relaxing, smoking a cigar, being with his kids, watching basketball, always working out, fully healthy, full throttle LeBron.
Rested.
Yo, fully rested, bro.
This is the most rested LeBron that we'll have in forever, like since forever.
Bro. Well, what's LeBron's record to the finals? Like how many times? Like in the finals?
3 and 5, something like that.
Yeah, like Damian Lillard said, other people are 0-0. Okay.
That's why
That guy.
He wants at least one more. No, yeah, he wants at least one more. He really wants like 2 or 3 more.
Who did I say it to? I think I said it to my little brother. I was like, LeBron's gonna finish his career with 5 rings.
2 in a row?
5.
2 in a row?
5 rings. Like, when it's all said and done, I want him to finish with 6. But he will finish with 5.
You want him to match up with MJ?
Yep. So everybody gets mad. Because nobody ever wants to give that man credit, bro. Nobody. Especially old heads.
I think there's just a select group of people that are so loud as LeBron haters, like Skip Bayless, that...
Yo, but when they talk, though, it's like, yo, this is coming from a bad place. Like,
it doesn't make sense.
It's like, you're trying... I feel like it's so easy to love LeBron.
It's obvious that you're trying to hate.
Yo, like, it's really, like, you're coming from a place of so much hurt because you're so mad that he's just busting your team's ass right now. Like, and he could do it like Iron Man, bro. One man soldier. Like,
This was the first big injury in LeBron's career. First big injury in LeBron's career. So he's coming back locked and loaded. He's going crazy. MVP.
crazy, bro. Oh my god. But with Kawhi staying and the Raptors, it actually leaves the NBA wide open even more for free agency, though. I feel like it gives Jimmy a little bit more. It gives like D Rose a little bit.
It could give him more. It could take away. Because if Kawhi stays, Jimmy Butler doesn't really have a reason to go to the Clippers. He has even more reason to go to the Lakers.
Yeah.
But I guess more by what you mean, it's wide open.
Yeah.
There's no clear-cut favorite. Just like the past 5 years, it's been the Warriors.
Yeah.
They've won 3 out of the last 5 years.
True.
And the 1 year that they didn't win it, it was a heroic, superstar, once-in-a-lifetime effort from LeBron James and company. We'll probably never see that 3-1 comeback ever again. And then... it smells good, huh?
Oh, go James! Smells good.
And then the Raptors, they beat up on a broken and tired and injury-full Warriors team. Because it wasn't just like, oh, KD was injured or Klay Thompson got injured in the last game. It was Steph Curry was injured in the first round. DeMarcus Cousins tore his quad in the first round. Andre Iguodala was injured in the finals. Kevin Looney had a separated rib. His first rib was like dislocated and weird looking. It was a completely different team than if they were healthy, obviously. Yeah. But at the same time, it's part of the game.
It is part of the game, but it's still. They won, and I'm happy for them. Yo, they brought it. They brought it to Toronto. Great.
The NBA is open, wide open for whoever wants to take it, man.
But if Klay was healthy, I really don't know. Like if Klay never tore his ACL, I
think they would have still lost.
Think so?
Yeah.
Like in 7 though.
On 6.
In 6, they would have
Yeah. The Raptors just they had it that game. As much as they were down for a little bit. Van Vliet. I need to buy his merch, man.
Yo, that logo's raw. That little FV thing is raw. It's dope. Shout out to Van Vliet.
You saw him with the chain at the championship parade?
Fire. Yo, his brother looks like his twin, but just bigger.
Who, Drake?
I hate you. Who, Drake? Nah, not that guy. Bro, but real quick. So another nonsense news that the media said.
There's another?
Yeah, where they were talking about oh yeah, Kyrie's gonna go to the Nets. But then, oh, we're not picking Kyrie if KD doesn't come.
As if KD was ever gonna go to the Nets.
What are you saying? KD's just trying to heal, man. KD has not been in any conversation right now. I feel like they're thinking oh yeah, we could probably get him.
I don't understand.
He's hurt. He's gonna sign back or take that 31 mil option.
Yup.
And chill for a whole year, rest up, boom.
Year.
And come out, boom, free agency next year and be like, all right, who want me? Because it's KD. He's a walking bucket. Man is going to get you buckets. He's a stud, bro.
The media in the summer is weird. They need to get TV ratings up. That's what I find about, just media in general. Media in general, just the way they go about things is really weird, bro. They're so quick to just put out a lie, whether they know it or not, without even actually checking whether it's not accurate or not. That's not just sports media. It goes out to regular media. News half the time, bro, is just spewing out
nonsense.
bullcrap that's not true at all. like there's
and then the next day they gotta clear it up. Like, oh no, like,
actually it was this. Like, are you familiar with like the Jussie Smollett case?
No.
The actor from Empire.
No.
But essentially, like supposedly he was hit and with like people in Chicago with like MAGA hats and they were like white guys that calling him the N-word and just a whole bunch of terrible things.
Yeah.
And it turns out that he hired actors
To beat
him up. And essentially just get himself back in the spotlight. And the media was so quick, bro. So quick.
So he clout chasing.
Yeah, he's clout chasing. Yeah. Just the media's weird, bro. Media's weird in general.
Why would I hire people to beat my ass
To make the news, because you're an actor. It's
know,
making ratings, bro.
You know,
It's staying relevant. Today's day, if you don't stay
the
relevant,
best ratings, LeVar. LeVar Ball. Right? Shout out to you, bro. You the best. That's all I'm saying.
You're gonna get into it?
Nah, I'm not gonna get into
Just
it.
a little bit.
Nah,
What?
I don't know.
You don't want to?
I don't know.
I think now that we mention it, we have to.
Look. So the whole LeVar situation with. Man,
On first take with
first take.
Molly Kern, I think. Her name
Yeah,
is.
you know,
Jalen Rose's wife.
And don't get me wrong, this could have been, you know, this whole situation. I understand it, but at the same time, knowing an old head, knowing a father who doesn't,
Right.
I guess, get lingo like that sometimes, and he and
So explain what happened.
like so. How did she say it? She was like, "Can I switch gears with you real quick?" And he was like, "You can switch gears with me at any time," or something. How'd it go? Like,
Yeah, it's something like
something along the lines like
it's
that.
not exactly what they said, but
Yeah.
she goes, yeah, we're gonna switch gears, and he goes, yeah, you can switch gears with me anytime.
And he does
And then-
the gear thing,
And
like,
after she
Yeah.
makes the face and she goes, all right, let's get focused now. Like she was thrown off by the comment.
yeah,
Right.
she was thrown
And
off
then
by
Steven
and then
Smith is like,
yeah, he's like,
like he's all confused at it, and then LeVar was like, yeah, like just switch the gears,
Yeah.
do whatever. Like I don't think it was.
it wasn't.
I don't think it was meant to be a sexual comment.
Yeah,
It was-
I don't think so either. I feel like the way he did it,
It was an old head comment.
it
like
was
you
an
said.
old head comment where he didn't mean to come off that way. It literally went over his head. He just said it because LeVar thinks he's funny. He
swears he's
He
funny.
swears he's legit funny. And it was like a dad joke. A typical dad thing where it's like, oh, all right, Dad, well, that was kind of weird. Like, it's like that. That's how you take that. Like, all right, Dad, that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
like, all right, Dad.
About being a pervert.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and that's not what he was doing. Like I said, though, it's completely understandable. I see where, like, you know, you can feel like, all right, well, that can be misinterpreted and all that. But at the same time, it's like, I just truly feel like he didn't mean it any sort of
And
way.
he didn't deserve to be banned from that ESPN. From ESPN.
He got banned. You know how many ratings that guy has gotten, you guys? It's crazy. But still, the whole thing is like...
I think it was just something that just was taken out of context. And it's something that could have been addressed a lot quicker and a lot easier than just outright banning him. You could have been like, look, LeVar, you've made this comment. It made her uncomfortable. It made the people in the room uncomfortable. Yeah. And then he can be like, look, those were not my intentions. Yeah. I'm sorry that you guys felt that way. Like, I'm sorry that like it came off cross that way. But those were not my intentions.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to, like, I don't think he should apologize for something that he didn't, like, mean
particularly
that way.
do. Exactly.
Like, Jalen Rose, you were saying that he's supposed to
apologize publicly to her. And I feel like it doesn't have to be
like
public in
why
any
do you
sense.
have to cater to the audience?
Yeah, exactly.
You want to apologize to someone, you go to that person.
You go to that person
It's
one-on-one.
a genuine apology.
And that's it.
You shouldn't have to cater to whatever they
you
want.
You can post Jalen Rose saying that, then you can post LeVar already apologized to, like, you can post that. But I don't think you have to do something like, oh, live TV guys, hey, like, I feel like that's scripted and it's not.
It's not genuine.
It's not genuine. It's like, all right, well, you're doing this because you're trying to please the media. Like, you're trying to please us as fans and all that stuff. And it's like,
yeah,
I don't know. So I like, in a sense, I'm sorry, LeVar. I still think you're great. I'm a huge fan. I think you do phenomenal work with your kids. That's just me, man. Like, a dad that supports his kids like that, I think that's great, man. I really do.
Yeah, it's as crazy he may be. Like, the support is and it's
great.
It's so weird how LeVar he disappeared for a bit and he makes his way back in the media and he makes headline. So like this.
Especially because Lonzo got traded.
Yeah.
He has said some nonsense though,
like he said, like this will be like the trade that they regret forever. Like you're like
Shaq
Anthony
said
Davis.
second best. I mean second worst. Second worst. Shaq's the GOAT, bro.
Shaq don't care, bro.
He doesn't. He's hilarious. He is great.
Yeah.
He's great, bro. He's great. But yeah.
Dude, like just to wrap up that whole LeVar thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't that serious. It was taken out of context.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, ESPN that was a quick way to make big ratings.
Yeah.
Oh, we banned LeVar Ball.
Yeah.
And of course the media is going to take that and report it because LeVar Ball has been one of the most polarizing figures in basketball for the past year and a half, 2 years.
Exactly.
And it's ridiculous that
it really is ridiculous. I feel like
it was not that serious.
It wasn't
man.
that serious, but
and if she felt that way, he could have been like, "Look, I'm so sorry. I did not mean it that way."
yeah, exactly. I feel like if they had an adult conversation about it,
there was nothing
and
adult
she
about
could,
that.
Exactly, the way it escalates to we're gonna ban you.
It looks like
we'll ultimately never know what really happened.
Well, I don't know. LeVar's the type to just be like, I didn't mean to say none of that.
I didn't mean it that way. Yeah, he's pretty real.
LeVar's quick to clear his name up.
Yeah, I feel you.
Absolutely, man. Bro, this draft,
Yo, what's going on with that?
Who got drafted already, man?
Yo, real quick, guys. I want to share something with you. It's gonna be real short and sweet.
Oh.
Be great. Thank you. That's it. Let's go! The Knicks didn't mess up.
RJ Barrett to the Knicks, as we predicted.
Go!
Yup. Number 2 pick was Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's point guard.
And Zion.
I want a
first.
shirt that says that.
Point guard?
Yeah, heck yeah.
We gotta do it. Yo, so a minute ago, RJ Barrett was drafted to the Knicks. You escaped.
Let's
The
go!
Knicks did not screw everything up.
Let's go!
They got at least they made a smart decision. But yeah, oh man,
Because he wanted to be a Knick, bro. Like, it's not. Just draft him, bro. He's a stud. He's great.
Yeah.
Golly, man. So much potential. Just draft him, bro. Don't mess this up.
Closing remarks. We pretty much covered everything we were going to talk about.
Everything's pretty.
Our first 2 pods have been like strictly NBA and basketball, which is I think we're just in a hot zone right now.
Yeah, in a hot zone. Like it's a hot topic.
This is what we love. We gotta talk about it.
We gotta talk about it.
But
everything we talk about is definitely things we love, we care for.
But as we go, I think we'll definitely just branch out a little more.
We're gonna definitely branch out. Just stay tuned. Probably music next.
Absolutely. Oh, real quick, the freshman cipher, the double XL. Thank you for reminding me about that. The double XL freshman list was announced.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the names real quick because, to be frank, I don't know half of them. But it's something that I've always followed just to see because it's pretty cool that this magazine kind of puts artists that are on the come up but not necessarily there. They put them on there. They put them
on a stage.
Yeah, they put them on a stage. So it is revealed. Blueface expected. Blueface was absolutely going to make it. Okay. Regardless of how you feel about Blueface, he's been one of the biggest names in rap for the past year.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to last, I know. But Comethazine sounds like a cough drop syrup or some kind.
So this is how I'm going to give you a parable, right?
A parable. Okay.
I'm going to give you a little image of how I feel about Blueface.
All right.
So when you first open up soda and it gets that little right?
Oh,
just listen.
Yeah.
You pour it in your cup, and you poured it too fast, so the whole thing fills up with fizz, and it's a little bit of actual soda.
Okay.
And then it comes back down. That's how much.
That's his career.
That's his career. This guy's trash. He's trash.
Oh my god! So
it just.
Boom, he looks like a full cup. He looks like the real deal.
Yeah, he looks like the real deal, like the full cup. You got the, and then just comes back down okay. I guess this is what
I can respect that.
Come on, man.
Tierra Whack. I don't know.
She slaps.
You don't even know what she is. She does slap though.
She's raw.
She slaps. She's very lyrical. She's She has cool concepts. She's not whack at all. Tierra Whack is actually really cool. If you guys haven't listened to her, check her out. She's really dope. She slaps, like he says. He hasn't listened to a word she said. The baby.
Oh no, he's raw.
The baby's raw?
I like it.
Yo, he's also like real as fuck.
Yeah.
He's the realest rapper in the game right now. Did you see that video? Bro, there's a video, this guy named Cam Cold Heart, something like that. So the baby's in Louis Vuitton, and there's some dude like recording him like, look at the baby, look at the baby, look at the baby, like making fun of him, and pretty much like trying him, like, yo, what are you gonna do? And the baby, he pulls out his phone, gives his like people his keys, and was like, oh, what are you giving your keys for? So long story short, the baby just pulverizes Cam. Bro, he just destroys this kid, beats him up, leaves him on, nose bloody, his pants are down his butt. And in the video, I'll show you after we finish, bro, it's just hilarious. He's recording him and he goes, oh me, like he beat his ass completely. Like he's just left him on the ground. Bro, he's like, his pants are like down here. And like the baby pushes him back onto the floor. The baby does not play.
That's funny.
Yo, shout out Massimo. Massimo loves the baby.
Cause it sucks, man. God.
You don't like the baby?
No, I'm just kidding. No, the baby.
Yo, you don't know any of these people. You have no idea who I'm talking about. You have no clue. You have no clue. Next guy is Lil Mosey.
Yeah.
You know who Lil Mosey is?
I can't even front.
Neither do
I would have never made that name.
Roddy Rich. I don't know who that is either.
Sounds like a weird cowboy.
YBN Corday. I'll show you him. He's really cool. He has
It's a cool name.
It is a cool name.
Yeah.
Earlier you were like, is that even in English?
It's
You made fun of his name earlier. And there you go, cool name. He's great. I'll show you him. He's really dope. YBN Corday is dope. YK Osiris, that dude, he's weird. He just sings and like he reminds me of like a little rat. Look at him. That guy. But like if you see him,
he's weird. His teeth are all the same size. All of them.
Because they're all fake.
They're all the same size. This one's the same size. This one's the same size. This one.
Yo, he reminds me of like a little rat.
Like I feel like all his teeth
like
are two front
rodent to
teeth.
me. And when he sings, like his vein is like out here. And I don't like him at all. His music not for me. Rico Nasty. She's disgusting. She repulsive.
She slaps.
She does not slap. I don't like her music at all. Rico Nasty does not slap. It's nasty.
She's raw.
No, she's not. Gunna.
No, he's wrong.
Gunna's
wrong.
Gunna does slap on some songs.
Yeah,
There's certain albums where I'm like, yo, you just sound like a ripoff of Young Thug. But Gunna, he's cool. It's pretty funny. Lil Baby's not on the list. But Lil Baby, like I said earlier, he probably just rejected it. He's too famous for that. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
And then the last one is Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know who Megan is. So
Megan Thee Stallion.
Overall,
I want to understand the concept of this name.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion.
She thinks she's a horse.
She better have some nice ass hair or some shit.
It's like neon green.
I don't want to see it. Watch her music slap. Watch her be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't say anything. I haven't listened to her music.
I'm not trying to.
Okay. That's on you. That's on you. I'm gonna check out every artist that I don't know here at least one time.
So. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll listen to every, like, a song, a top song, too, from every single one of them.
And we'll come back next pod and give you our thoughts. Because I don't think he's going to care for any of them.
Yo, I'm telling you.
Yo,
as soon as...
Okay.
What's up?
YBN Corday, Tierra Whack, you're going to like both of them. They're both dope.
Okay.
They're both dope. The rest, up to your discretion. You're not going to like half of them.
You know, literally, we're going to play the song, and I'm like, all right, that's enough.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
I really appreciate you guys watching. Any suggestions on topics you guys have?
Yeah, man.
Let us
Just
know.
Let us know. We can sit down and talk. Let's go.